Good morning. Welcome back. It's day 8 of dynamic balance and it's Sunday morning. And so, for those of you who are new to my yoga, Sundays are where we don't stand up at all. We diligently stay on the floor. And usually, I wear a jumper. There's something, yeah, people would be texting me to say that they did the yoga in their pajamas. I was getting so jealous of the fact that you could just turn up and throw yourself down on your mat that I decided that I would have a ritual for the Sunday and that I would wear a Sunday jumper. So here I am in my Sunday jumper, and it's very nice to be here. So come, lie on the floor, and we shall begin and move together. Yep. So landing in, and just bring your arms wide so they rest on the floor. And just take a deep breath down into your belly. Nice. And rock both knees down to the right. Come back up to center. Rock both knees down to the left. Nice. Come back up to center. Lift your right leg up in the air. Drop down towards the left. How does that change things? Come back up to center. Change legs. Draw your left knee up towards you. Arms are still wide. Drop your knees down towards the right. Come back up to center. Bring your ankles together and your knees together, and now glue your ankle bones together. Drop both knees down to the right. How is this different? Come back to center, and then both knees down to the left. And center. We're continuing on this theme. Bring your right foot up, place it on top of your left knee, and then rock down towards the whichever side you've just gone to. Come back up to center, and then down towards the other side. So now we're going to rock from side to side with our right foot up on the left knee. And I'm always really struck by the difference in the sides. There's a different shape happening one side to the other. There's a different texture in my hips when I travel down to one side than when I travel down to the other. What kind of way, I do this somatic art practice most mornings where I draw the felt sense of my body. So it's a really random, wouldn't make sense to anybody else's visual, but when I see it, I go, oh yeah, that's how I feel right now, this moment. And so for me, the traveling down towards the left side feels really pointy, whereas traveling down towards the right, I feel this fan type feeling. So as you travel left to right, what's the difference in the sensations of you? Nice. Let's try the other side. So bring your right foot to the floor, draw your left foot up so it rests on top of your right knee. I've just shimmied around a bit. And then drop your knees down towards one side and then down towards the other. So again, I have that pointy feeling in the opposite way because it's the other leg. So when I travel down towards the left, I have the fan feeling. And when I travel towards the right, I feel more like an arrow. I can feel like this wide, long side of my hip when I go to the left. And then I feel this pointy knee and foot over towards the right. Um, I'm, I always love tracking and feeling the sensations of my body. It gives me great ease. It really supports my internal sense of self because it is my internal sense of self. So come back to center. Pause. Let's feel that. Can you sense your legs? So there's a thing called fascial sweeping. I think that's the name. And it's where you very gently just kind of whoosh down along the limb. So you're going to start with the right leg, extend the right leg up towards the ceiling, and whoosh down all the way to your toes. Make your leg into whatever shape you need to get to your toes. So you, for me, like I could do it straight, but it's more comfortable if I bend my knee and bring my foot towards the left shoulder. So I'm just really lightly whooshing down. And I just have a sense of trying to really walk my hands as much as I can. So I'm really engulfing my leg. Right leg again, one more time. Push. And now bring your foot to the floor and just feel that. What's the difference between the right leg and the left leg and how you feel it? We'll whoosh down the left leg. So lift your left leg up towards the ceiling and then whoosh down your left leg. And so it's a really gentle touch. It's a very soft touch. It's very like it's just awakening the nervous system in your leg. Whoosh, whoosh. One more time. Whoosh. Bring your foot to the floor. Yeah, so I feel the difference more dramatically on that side. I think I feel my right leg quite easily. And as always, my left leg is a little bit less available. Nice. We're going to do arms. So starting at your right shoulder, whoosh down along your right arm. So with the arm, because there's only one hand doing it, obviously, I'm going to go outside and then I'm going to go inside, side, inside. And then just rest your arm down. Feel that. Something incredibly joyful for that right arm right now. I feel like a bubbling sense of yeah, like a joyfulness emerging from that arm for me. What's your sense? Nice. And then the left arm, push down, inside, outside, inside, outside. Oh, just inside, outside. Nice. So then just pause. Yeah, so there's so much joy in my arms being touched. It's really, really like I should do this more often. Nice. That's sweet. So interlock your fingers and reach your arms up towards the ceiling. And according to the theory, is that you activate a certain part of your nervous system, the sleep fibers, and you can feel when you can feel your body more, you can move your body better. Okay, so interlock your fingers into thunder fist, and then rock your right arm down towards the floor, keeping your feet flat to the floor, and then come back up to center. And then drop your left arm down to the floor. And as I do this, I have a sense of pushing my fists away from me, so my arms are like a steeple. And so as I travel one side and then the other side, I really feel a deep, wonderful feeling of massaging out my shoulder blades, massaging out the spaces between my shoulder blades and also the spaces around my spine itself, and also the side of my shoulders. So this is where my arms meet my torso. Feels really nice. So drop your two arms down and drop your two knees down and then bring your right arm underneath your head. We're going to do some propellers. That's always really nice. So pull your left elbow back to the floor and drop your left knee forward. And then reach your left hand forward and glide your left foot back. So as I draw a knee forward, the opposite elbow goes back, or the same elbow goes back. As I reach my hand forward, my foot travels back. And I really want to lean into my rib cage as I do this. And that sense of our legs and our arms that we created with that fascial, whatever we called it, um, just see how that is. Can you feel your arms and your legs? So my arms are much more obvious as I glide forward and back. Really 3D image of my arms. It's like it's been helped by that rubbing thing that we did. What did I call it again? No idea. Nice. Next time your elbow goes back and your knee comes forward, pause and then sink. So let your left foot come to the floor, let your left knee travel in the direction of the floor, and then pull and reach your left arm backwards. I'm even opening out the left arm. And every time I breathe, as I inhale, the front of my left shoulder lifts. And as I exhale, I'm sinking a bit deeper into the front of my left shoulder towards the floor. So feel the buoyancy of your breath at the front of the left shoulder and then sink deeply down on the exhalation. So follow the natural contraction of the exhalation to bring your left shoulder to the floor. And again, inhale, feel the rise. And then exhaling, sink and deepen and deepen and deepen your shoulder to the floor. Nice. One more time. Rise. And sink and sink and sink and sink and sink. Nice. Come back to center. Come back to center. Straighten yourself up as always. And just feel the difference from the left and the right. Maybe the left side feels really expansive and bright. Oh, right side feels more compressed. So let's do the other side. So interlock your fingers up towards the ceiling. Drop your knees to the left. Drop your arms to the left. And then bring your left arm underneath your head. And then pull your right elbow back and draw your right knee forward in front of you. And then reach your right hand forward, bring your right foot back. So I do this. Yesterday we were really looking at what is the end of my range in wholesomeness. So here as my foot travels back, I'm really meeting that wonderful front of my hip, the flexors of my hip, the deep psoas, the iliacus, the quadriceps, the front of your thigh, the front of my ribs. There's a deep squeeze of my buttocks as I move. I'm really enjoying more so than my rib cage today. For me, there's something about my hip that feels really resourcing. So next time your right elbow comes back, let your right foot land on the floor, let your right knee be heavy, and then reach really long and open out into that right arm. And then we're going to breathe into the front of this right shoulder. So as you inhale, let the breath fill into the front of the right shoulder. And then as you exhale, how would you sink and follow the exhale to the floor? And again, inhale. And then how would you sink and follow the exhale to the floor? I even feel I want to reach into my hand as I inhale. I create length and power on the inhale, and then I really settle and deepen and soften towards the floor on the exhale. My shoulder really likes this. Nice. Come all the way back to center. Pause. Very nice. Lovely. So we're going to come up to sit. So roll over and come up into a seated position. So yesterday we were doing some of this movement, this forward folding, this rolling forwards. We're going to follow that a little bit. I really enjoyed. I was driving after the class and I could feel this really deep sense of my spine afterwards. So to begin with, bring the soles of your feet together and your knees apart, and hold on to your shins and sit up tall. Just rock your bum from side to side and really feel the sense of your sit bones on the floor, and then lengthen. So I pull on my shins, and somehow that pulling gives me feedback through my body so I can lengthen. I feel the tops of my ears are rising towards the ceiling, tucking my chin in, and the back of my neck is lengthening. Nice. And then round your back and draw your forehead down towards your toes or down towards your heels. Mm, We're going to get there. Well, I could get there. It's more the rounding. And don't let the energy go into getting your head down. I want you to really focus on round your back and feel your spine. So find a really beautiful expression. So as I do this, I'm slightly pushing my elbows into my thighs, which is rounding my back more. And I'm tucking my chin in really deeply. And I have a sense of the ice cream feeling or this achy drag through the deep of my spine, which feels really, really wonderful. Just feel it. Can you feel? And it's not a big movement, it's more in your body. How do you create a really tangible connection to the rounding of your spine and listen to it as you breathe? So, we're going to try that breath thing here. So, as you inhale, feel the back of your body and feel like you expand on the inhale. And then as you exhale, feel yourself rounding a little bit deeper, and my head gets heavier. I'm not I'm not forcing it anyway, but I can just feel as I inhale, as I exhale, there's a really powerful difference in my spine. Stay with the deep rounding. Nice. Pulling on your ankles, sitting up tall. Breathe into length and space. Very nice. Nice. So take your right foot and just bring your right foot flat to the floor. So my knee is bent. And now I'm going to reach my hands up towards the ceiling. And as I do this, I was talking yesterday about the toffee feeling. So reach your fingers up towards the ceiling. And I feel like I'm leaning into some density or just some resistance as I rise through the belly, as I rise through my hips. And feeling that through the buttocks, the lower back, the lower spine. And then I'm going to round. I'm diving my hands down. I'm bringing my hands either side of that right foot. And my shoulders now resting on my thigh as I round forward. That spine again. Can you fall forward? Feel the drag from your lower back all the way through your spine. And so you're never going to 100% of anything. You know, the intensity of this drag should be somewhere around a 4 or 5. Nothing too intense, really, in keeping with a normal sensation. If it's strong, then come out of it a bit. Nice. Rising up, pause, stretch your right leg long, and then bring your right leg out to the side. So my right leg is out towards the right. Hold on to the left ankle with your left hand up towards. So left ankle, opposite hand is over there on the left ankle or left knee. And then now a side bend. So reach the left hand over towards the right foot to the side of your body. And pull your left elbow down towards your left hip. And as I'm moving, I'm really acknowledging the incredible sense of connectivity. And as I honor my connectivity, I feel different textures of movement. There's some places that are really easy to move in, and then there's some places where there's the toffee gets thicker. And sometimes that's in certain places, and then that's sometimes in a whole end of range as well. I just really feel the textures of movement as you travel your left hand towards the right, and then your left elbow down towards left hand down towards the right. And in wellness, find an expression of side body. My baby finger is facing the ceiling, my palm is facing the same direction as my face. I'm holding on with my right hand to my left ankle. And I'm And I'm reaching to find your breath. As you inhale, fill into that left side. And as you exhale, maybe as you inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, deepen. Super. Bending your elbow, come all the way back. Bring both soles of your feet together. Rising tall. Pause. Starting over time, I'm so sorry. I'm really this. So bring your left foot forward so your left foot is flat on the floor. Reach your fingers up towards the ceiling and rise. So at rise, I feel like I really anchor into my sit bones and I pull my belly towards that right thigh. Oh, left thigh. Right thigh. And then I'm reaching upwards from the deep of my belly, but I feel resistance. You know, if my legs were straight, if I was sitting on a chair, I could lift my arms much, much easier. I'm just feeling, wow, I feel the connections of my body as I do this. I'm gonna dive forward, bring your fingertips down either side of that left foot, and then find your spine. So tuck your chin in, round as much as you can. So I feel my shoulders rounding forward, and I'm even kind of pulling my spine backwards so that the chest is scooping slightly, and I'm feeling it, the length of my spine and all the deep connective tissue that anchors, supports, stabilizes the spine. Find your ice cream feeling, wellness and wholesomeness. As you inhale, get longer. As you exhale, round and think of it sitting up tall. Lengthen into your left leg. Bring your left leg out to the side. Hold on to your right ankle with your left hand. Reach your right hand up towards the ceiling. Last movement. We're going to slide sideways. Right hand travels towards the left. And pull your elbow down towards your hip. As I travel, as I move, I'm feeling and finding the textures of side body. There's places that move really easily and very smoothly in some parts of the range. And then there's places that move more stickily or denser feeling. And that really depends on where I am in the range and where I focus on the side of my body. So the side of my waist moves very easily, but the side of my rib cage, there's more feedback from on this side. Next time that you travel in wellness, find a side bending position that you can hold. So don't go too deep. It's there, even in the small gesture over to the side, and then breathe. Get longer, fuller, deeper through the left side of your right side of your body. And then as you exhale, maybe you sink a bit further in. Longer. And sink. One more time. Longer. Nice. Come back to center. Stretch both legs long in front of you. Roll into your ankles. Nice. Roll into the deep of your belly. So there's a feedback from your spine. We're strengthening our spine. We're challenging it by leaning into the coffee of our. As you roll now, really feel that it's nourishing for your spine to roll. That you're clearing out, it's like getting a duster and clearing out any dust that's left behind. Rounding, rolling, easing. Nice. So you can come lie on the floor, or you can sit in a meditative position. I would say come lie on the floor. Um, that your spine has been working with it now. So just lie on the floor, knees bent perhaps to really let your lower back settle, or legs long. And just notice how do you just falling down Oh, my flip chart paper. Sorry, Liz. Um, so how do you feel your right leg? How do you feel your left leg? How do you feel your right shoulder, arm? How do you feel your left shoulder and arm? Really be here now. I ran over time. I'm sorry. So maybe you have something spacious and wonderful planned for your Sunday. Maybe you have loads of amazing things planned for your Sunday. Maybe a day of rest, maybe a day of walking in the mountains. Whatever it is that you're doing, I hope it is wonderful. Um, we'll see you all tomorrow for day 9. And I will see loads of you actually for my in-person classes that are starting on Tuesday and Wednesday. Yeah, loads of my daily yogis are coming. It's very exciting. So yeah, we'll see you then, and I will see you tomorrow. See you now. Well, it can't, but ciao, ciao.